Eating oily fish twice a week is the key to a healthy heart, according to experts. Regularly eating fish such as salmon, sardines or mackerel helps to reduce the risk of heart failure, coronary heart disease, cardiac arrest, and stroke. The American Heart Association today published advice that people swap meat, which is high in saturated fats, for oily fish, which provides essential omega-3 fatty acids. And despite concerns about high levels of mercury in larger fish such as swordfish, king mackerel, big-eye tuna and marlin, experts have said they are safe for adults. Oily fish is believed to be good for human health in a number of ways, with possible benefits for the heart, eyes and brain, and for those with arthritis or dementia. One scientist said, "The current scientific evidence strongly supports the recommendation that seafood be an integral component of a heart-healthy dietary pattern." U.S. experts recommend people eat non-fried salmon, mackerel, herring, lake trout, sardines or albacore tuna. The American Heart Association published a statement on omega-3 fatty acids from seafood and supplements and their benefits for fighting cardiovascular disease. It took into account evidence of the health benefits and risks of consuming seafood and supplements, and reaffirmed its advice that people eat fish regularly. Reduces risk of biggest killers. Heart disease and stroke are two of the 5 biggest causes of premature death in the UK, and the AHA believes oily fish could reduce the risk of both. The new announcement suggests it reduces the risk of ischemic stroke, which is the most common kind and is caused by a blockage in the brain's blood flow, such as a clot. Studies have found eating oily fish can lower blood pressure and reduce fat buildup in the arteries, both common causes of serious heart conditions. Professor Eric Rim, of Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health said, since the last advisory on eating fish was issued by the association in 2002, scientific studies have further established the benefits of eating seafood rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially when it replaces less healthy foods such as meats that are high in artery-clogging saturated fat. Beef, lamb, pork and poultry can all be high in saturated fat. Once or twice a week is enough. Professor Rim continued, a large body of evidence supports the recommendation to consume non-fried seafood, especially species higher in long-chain omega-3 fatty acids. We recommend eating fish 1 to 2 times per week for cardiovascular benefits, including reduced risk of cardiac death, coronary heart disease, and ischemic stroke. Evidence is more limited for congestive heart failure and mixed for blood pressure, because of limited data. A greater seafood intake is generally not associated with either further benefit or harm. In sum, the current scientific evidence strongly supports the recommendation that seafood be an integral component of a heart-healthy dietary pattern. Eating fish can be sustainable. The AHA said that while high levels of mercury, possible in larger fish, could be dangerous to newborns, the benefits substantially outweigh the risk in adults. They also said, despite concerns about the environmental effects of fish farming, both fish meat and oil supplements can be sustainable. Professor Rim added, the capture of wild-caught species has leveled off worldwide, but the productivity of worldwide aquaculture, farmed fish, continues to grow. This growth in production should be monitored to ensure that farming systems are sustainable. It is important to note that the AHA recommendations to consume on average 250 milligrams of omega-3 a day is sustainable, and can be met by consuming fish 1 to 2 times per week, including farmed fish, in place of other animal protein sources. The AHA's advisory was published in the journal Circulation. Omega-3 cuts general risk of dying young. Recent research by the University of North Dakota suggests that eating oily fish could slash the risk of a premature death by up to a third. A study of 2,500 older people found those who had the highest amounts of omega-3 were 34% less likely to die within the next 7 years. They were also 39% less likely to suffer a heart attack or stroke. The fatty acids found in oily seafood such as salmon, mackerel and sardines were a better predictor of good health than cholesterol levels. Omega-3 has previously been found to be high in people who live longest. It is believed to reduce inflammation in the brain, cardiovascular system and other cells. The fats are essential for brain development both in the womb and in early childhood. They are considered so important they are now added to baby milk formula.